Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into a document that you actually shared with us. It's a really interesting snapshot, basically ranking AI websites by estimated daily visits.
Yeah, it's almost like a popularity map for AI tools right now. It gives us a sense of where people are, actually spending their time with this tech day to day based on traffic.
Exactly. So our mission here is to sort of unpack this list, see who's leading, who's emerging, and maybe figure out what it signals about, well, where AI adoption is headed.
And right off the bat, that top entry really jumps out.
Oh, absolutely. The first data point is kind of staggering, isn't it? Let's just get straight to it. Number one, by a truly massive margin, is chatgpt.com. The source estimates something like 128 million visits every single day.
Yeah, 128 million. It's hard to even picture that scale. It's not just leading, it's dominating. It just underlines how incredibly fast ChatGPT became the kind of default AI for so many people.
Right. For quick answers, writing help, brainstorming.
Yeah, even coding assistants. It's like this universal AI assistant that's emerged.
Okay, so moving down the list, there's a big drop, but the numbers are still, pretty huge. Number two is listed as canva.com, focusing on their AI features. That's around 24 million daily visits.
Right, 24 million. And then close behind that is OpenAI.com itself, the main company site, at about 18.6 million.
So that's interesting, the split there.
It is. It tells you, I think, that while the chat interface is king, AI for creativity Canva is massive too, and the OpenAI.com traffic. Well, that suggests developers, researchers, people may be accessing the APIs directly.
Yeah, separate from just the everyday chat users on chatgpt.com.
Exactly.
Okay, fourth place, we have Google's Gemini site, gemini.google.com, around 8.9 million visits.
Which shows that even with AI being baked into Google Search and Workspace, the dedicated Gemini Assistant site still pulls in a lot of direct traffic.
And then number five is interesting, chat.deepseek.com. The source calls it an AI aggregator, or maybe a specialized assistant. It's really high up there, around 7.5 million daily visits.
DeepSeek's position is definitely noteworthy. An aggregator could mean it draws on different models, or maybe is highly focused on a specific niche. It sort of shows there's still space for newer players or specialized tools to make a big splash.
Yeah, it's not just the giants. We also see DeepL.com, the translator, and Character.ai, the one where you chat with AI personas. They're neck and neck, both around 6.6 million visits.
And those highlight really clear specific uses, right? DeepL for translation, a core utility. Character AI for entertainment, social interaction, maybe storytelling.
Right. And the source also mentioned Perplexity.ai. The AI search tool is growing fast too, though it's just outside the snapshot's top ranks, perhaps.
What stands out with DeepL, Character AI, and Perplexity is that focus. People go there for one specific thing, generally. It proves that, specialized tools can absolutely thrive alongside the big general-purpose ones like ChatGPT.
Okay, but here's where I think it gets really, really interesting, looking lower down the top 10. This might point to a future trend, maybe.
What are we seeing there?
We see sites where AI is a feature, not the whole product. So Notion.so, Notion AI around 5.3 million, then Shop.app, Shop AI roughly 3.8 million, and freepick.com using its AI features about 3.7 million.
Yes. That's a crucial bit of data, I think. It really illustrates AI moving beyond being a separate destination you have to visit.
It's becoming embedded, right?
Exactly. Embedded in tools you already use. Like you're in Notion, you use AI to summarize, you're on Shop, maybe AI gives you recommendations, you're on Freepick, AI helps with design elements. It's less about deliberately going to use AI and more about AI just enhancing your existing workflow.
So if we look at this whole picture painted by the data, the huge leader, the specialized tools, these integrated features, what's the main takeaway?
Well, the absolute headline is ChatGPT's dominance. It's the primary gateway right now for general AI interaction, no question. But just below that surface, it's actually quite diverse. You've got strong creative AI use, direct interaction with the models via OpenAI, specific needs like translation or character chat being met, and this really significant rise of integrated AI.
So this data gives you, the listener, a really concrete, real-world view of how AI is actually being used by millions of people today. It's not theoretical, it's actual usage patterns.
And it sets up a really interesting question for the future, doesn't it? When you see that huge gap between number one and the rest, but also the growth of AI inside platforms like Notion or Shop.
Yeah, what does that suggest?
Well, will AI primarily be something we access through a few massive standalone destinations like ChatGPT, or maybe a few strong specialized tools like DeepL, Or will it increasingly become this sort of invisible layer we interact with mostly through the apps and platforms we already use every day? Will we even notice we're using AI eventually?
That's a really compelling thought. Where does this integration lead? Something definitely to keep an eye on. Well, thank you for sharing this document with us. It's allowed for a really insightful deep dive into how people are using AI right now.